Hi, good morning, everyone. I am Vivek Chetri. We are a consultant firm, VBSSR, of 5 members, which includes myself, Reha, Ritika, Sandeep, and Bishal. We have been tasked today with an intergenerational issue, which a small web development company is facing, wherein there have been conflicts between the various team members of a development team because of the gap in their age. To give you an outline of the issue, the web development team has a member of 6. The head developers, there are 2 head developers in their late 50s, a graphic designer and a lead programmer in their mid 30s, and 2 junior developers in their early 20s. Now, the issue with the development team are as follows. The head developers are the only ones who interact with the customers and prefer focusing only on one project at a time, as they want to produce better results. The graphic designer and the lead programmer are a little frustrated with the head developers as they feel they could be handling different projects at the same time. The junior developers find it difficult to focus on one single project for a long time, and hence they think they could be more creative and learn more if they were working on different projects at a time. Also, there's another issue with the meetings held between the different team members. There's only one monthly meeting between the 6 members, which is making it more and more difficult to have a good communication between the members. But every time there is a meeting, but it is either very not very productive, or the members come out of the meeting very, very dissatisfied. This lack of communication is beginning to impact the quality of the product to their customers, and this in turn is affecting the quality of the product they are giving to the customers. In this presentation today, we as a consultation firm are trying to resolve this issue with an agile approach. The various other steps towards resolving this issue will be explained by my team members. Thank you.
Thank you, Vivek. Um, Over the past decade or so, there has been a lot of research showing how diversity improves innovation at workplace, be it different age groups, languages, and so on. But it's not always true. Our clients are facing a problem in managing the expectations and work ethics of members from different generations, the baby boomers, the millennials, the Gen X, and potentially Gen Z. So how do we solve this? Using agile methodology. So one of the most important part of agile is facilitating strong networks of communication. Often it becomes very painful for employees to communicate with their colleagues and managers, and this can easily result in grudges and resentments, which can translate into bitter conversational tones or filthy work habits. So, our client should have regular sprint meetings to discuss every individual's working problems and issues faced by them and sort it out together. In our scenario, the clients have meeting only once a month. This leads to piling up of issues that just go unattended. With multiple and regular sprint meetings, these issues can be solved sooner and can lead to better working practices. Can also be a solution in generating a better communication system and potentially lead to finding a common ground in their working styles. Another thing is to invest more time in nurturing the employee relationship. Our clients should adopt ways to create opportunities for their employees to bond and socialize. They should be having regular hangouts, leisure activities, dinners, lunches, and so on, where employees from all age groups are invited. This can lead to a friendly and enjoyable work environment. This also provides employees with an excellent chance to get to know each other and potentially clear up any misunderstanding that they may not be able to do during their regular 9 to 5 working hours. So these are few of the steps to tackle this issue. I would like to pass it on to Sandeep, who would talk about further action plans that might be useful for our client. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ritika. Hi everyone, this is Sandeep. As part of agile methodologies, I'm going to discuss about other 2 actions that can be taken to implement the changes, and they are number 1, team leading, number 2, graphic designer and developing. Assigning and providing the daily tasks to juniors and give them the opportunity to develop using their creativity. Once the junior completed their task, the developer needs to make sure that they have fulfilled the requirements as per the given instructions. As Ritika mentioned earlier about the regular meetings, so the team has to catch up with the previous meetings and to make sure everyone is on the same page. The other change that can be implemented is hiring new staff. Definitely, for the backup, there is a need to hire new staff, such as person who has experience in developing and web designing. Now I'll hand it over to Bishal to explain about the third part. Thank you.
About the scenario one, where I'll be talking about the team management, because in this scenario, as we can see, there is less communication between the three groups of people with different ages. Moreover, like they're having less meeting to accomplish the task that is once in a month, which is really like disappointing. So to have a maximum communication for the software that is being produced in this team, I would suggest to use Kanban and Scrum tools of agile methodology. Here, the Kanban will visualize the story of the work progress in a notice board, where they can like have to-do list and whatever they are doing, and whatever the work that is being assigned between the group of people, and what are the problems that are arising within a task can be seen visually as a storyline, or we can say as a timeline. And using the Scrum technology, they can divide the task into small sprint, where they can focus on smaller tasks. Wherever the problem comes, the problem becomes smaller, because the task is smaller, the problem will be a smaller one, and they can address the issue and solve the bigger problem. In this way, this group will have effective communication using tools and have a better product for the customer. Thank you, and I would like to like hand over this next part to my colleague.
Hi everyone, my name is Shreya and I'm going to talk about how we can measure the success of Agile approach, minimize the risk, and explain the status of customer lifecycle. To measure the success, you need to consider your product visibility and delivery of the product to gain the attention of customers and meet and exceed the customer expectations. The fast feedback loops allow you to further reduce product problems by delighting the customer with what they value and what they need. We also need to pay attention to inbuilt structure of the product, how we market the product and sell the product. We need to monitor the customer lifecycle very closely as well. To minimize the risk, we can mitigate customer risk by involving them throughout the life cycle. Harness the knowledge of the entire team and see more risk involved in product life cycles. Transparency is crucial in the process as it helps to expose what we are doing and identify risks immediately. Backup is also required, as if any one of the developers are unable to work, we need extra staff to be able to step up and fill the role to reduce the risk. Proper tools and structure. We need to make sure that everyone has the necessary tools to do their job and define structure as well. For example, junior developers, they need proper structure and training materials that they can follow to minimize the error. Now we would like to conclude our presentation here. Thank you very much.